Okay guys, so welcome to the next Pokémon Heaven and Hell presentation, this time being based on ominous events. Seems kinda spooky. So this will basically go over what happens during an ominous event, how you can activate them, and what rewards you get for beating an ominous event. So let's go. Something spooky. In Otala, some spooky events will play out if you drink an ominous potion, which is a new collectible. Here's how you can obtain it. There's a new Pokemon, Dargold. Now, unlike the other Pokemon that give you an important item, this Pokemon isn't just a reskin. The others were like reskins of golems, and the regular stones were just reskins of Geodude, but with crystals. But this one's like some sort of cauldron spider. So it's dark and poison. Signature move is foul play. The area it appears in is the acid factory, because you know it's like some sort of acidic liquid. Special property is that it has a 13% chance to drop an ominous potion. So that's what that liquid inside was for. Paradox is the Mal Maker, and Kaiju's Ominalam. Now what? Drinking an ominous potion will cause every area boss that you've beaten up at that point to it says respawn, but it should say respawn. I don't know who keeps making these PowerPoints bigger and stronger. Not only will they all get the ability to reflect status effects and make them affect you, but they'll also get two new moves. The first move is Status Bomb, which gives you a random status effect. This can be used every 2 turns. And the second one is Ominous Attack, which changes based on the boss. This can be used every 4 turns by the boss. Here's a list of every Ominous Attack. So this will just go over each of the boss's Ominous Attacks. And for bosses that are made up of multiple Pokemon, it will list theirs separately from each other. So here we go. Nico Kinte, King's Rush, where it summons a bunch of dragon clones of its head and they fly into you. Magikran is Bony Exorcism, where it does some exorcism using bones, which causes magic to erupt. Then there's Uni, which uses crystallization. Now, this causes Uni to sort of turn into the crystals in Area and Terabang. And then it'll release a shockwave and one of its stats will go up by 1. Just so you know, Uni's stats are extremely high. Then Pyrushp uses Fiery Sorcery. Spawn's a ghost that's a fire type. Electroshock uses Electric Sorcery. Same, but, you know, it's electric. And Vampireshop uses Dark Sorcery, which is the same, but you know it's dark because that fits its type. Then Madonna, Flash of Stone, where it just flashes for 1 frame and turns you to stone using the effect. So yeah. Tangaiter uses Freedom Fighting, where the little creature inside the ropes comes out and lets out 1 big punch. You're going to need to be very careful if you want to dodge this. Then time for the fusions. New Groudile Zerdon uses fusion processing, where it basically just combines signature moves. And it's the same for Luxecala's core. That is so hard to say. It's the same. Bladuga uses Restored Fluids, where it restores the blood of 2 dead bodies, and it will cause them to go and attack you. Then Skullcrawler uses Kingdom of Bones, where it fortifies itself and also uses like bone arrows to attack you from ballistas that skulls are controlling. I know this isn't accurate to the movies, but I thought it was cool. Then we've got Merman, which uses Splashing Stab. So it will jump using a little bit of water, and it'll stab you using its trident. And then it'll go back to its original location. Then Pyrock, it uses Fireball Fury, where a bunch of fireballs rain down on you because it shoots a fire laser into the air. And Cryok uses Snowball Strength, where it's the same but it shoots an ice laser and a bunch of snowballs come down. Listen, I know it sounds less cool, but it fits. Then Grimmitaur uses Hellish Forces, where basically, along with Pokemon from Lost Souls, as well as Satan, and a new Pokemon called Kalento, who we'll get to in a further presentation, will be there, and they'll all attack you. For Lytaurus it's the same, but Satan is now Zeus, and instead of Kalento it's Centunax. Then rewards. Upon defeating an ominous boss, the effect will go away, meaning that you'll have to get another ominous potion, which is quite hard considering they're so rare. Not only that, but the boss will also not respawn the next time you activate an ominous event, because the ominous boss is gone, which we're just about to get to why. But on the plus side, you'll get 2 of each stone as well as an ominous key, which is why they don't respawn, because each boss can only drop 1 ominous key. And that leads to a vault in the temple. Here's some more information about the vault. The vault. You need 13 ominous keys to unlock the vault, which takes you to a whole new world where legendary Pokemon and big chest shrines always spawn. So, go into the vault, and you'll be taken to this whole new dimension, which totally wasn't inspired by the neon part of Omega Mart. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It's like this Pokemon arena, where in the centre with the Pokeball, a legendary will always spawn. That's going to be pretty basic legendaries like Pixnix and Baknak, but more powerful legendaries can also spawn, like, for example, the Swordsman Pokemon and Cryopyro in its several evolutions, which is really good considering they're extremely rare. And also big chest shrines will spawn around. I think there's 9 in total. And when you exit the dimension, it resets, which means you kind of have an infinite loot farm. Although we are thinking of nerfing it, like maybe making it so that you need to wait like 12 hours for the chest to fill up again, and it will display when you try to open it that the chest is filling back up. So yeah, that's ominous events, the vault, and how they work. Next presentation will cover a feature which has been in the works for a while, but we've just not quite given the use for. So, bye.